World financial markets continue to do well on the back of a rather big beating that most financial markets received last week. The world financial markets seem to have taken some cue, and definitely we are seeing a good amount of rebound. Yesterday, Dow Jones was up, highest ever, more than 1200 points. Asian markets did very well, and tomorrow is expected to be another good day for world financial markets. Now, in this scenario, you expect that many companies which are trying very hard for the manufacture of a vaccine for coronavirus could also be doing well. For example, Sanofi. Now its R&D head John Shiver talks about a situation where they may be able to come out with a cure for patients who are already suffering from the coronavirus rather quickly, and then in some period of time they are also talking about a vaccine, a full-fledged vaccine, coronavirus vaccine, to come out rather in a few months from now. So all efforts are being made according to Shiver, and therefore we can see this coronavirus being tackled head on in various parts of the world. That has also brought some calm to the world financial markets. Not only is the possibility of a vaccine coming out quickly increasing by the day, but there is now also an increased likelihood of a coordinated central policy, central bank policy response coming in as early as today evening itself. So you will find that the central bank heads of many G7 countries are going to talk over for a coordinated policy action. Therefore, you will find that they may simultaneously go and reduce the interest rates across the continents and countries. This may be very favorable for world financial markets. At least tomorrow you will see a very good rally, therefore, continuing as a result of this policy action. But do not forget that the problem which is arising out of the coronavirus is more a demand related issue. That there's a fear of buying. People do not want to go out and consume. They do not want to go to the malls. They do not want to travel. They do not want to go wherever many people are together. So this issue is demand oriented, and just by cutting interest rates, what are we doing? We are not solving the problem as it is. Donald Trump says that Fed should aggressively be cutting interest rates, but will that itself solve such a huge problem? It may be acting as a soothing balm. In fact, this may go and drive up the stock markets, and as far as countries like Hong Kong go, it may just go and drive up the property prices. So interest rates can be a mixed blessing, and that itself is not a panacea for all the ills of the world. So one should take that into consideration. As far as Indian scenario, there have been new cases reporting now from Agra today, 5 cases coming over there. So if this increases in other places in India, then I think that'd be another difficult situation, because I do not know to what extent Indian government is prepared to tackle this head on as compared to other countries in the world. China was able to make a makeshift hospital especially for coronavirus patients in just about 2 weeks time. That's another thing that's also now closing. Because they think that they have been able to now bring it under good control. Another thing that you should bear in mind is that always the ills that happen in such situations also bring in some mixed blessing. For example, the coronavirus has led to closure of many industries temporarily in China, and therefore this has gone and in fact even reduced the pollution levels. So there used to be a lot of complaints about high pollution levels in China. Now, because those industries and factories are closed down because of coronavirus, the pollution levels have come down. So it's a mixed blessing, right? Okay, coming back to the Nirbhaya case in India, it is a matter sub judice matter in the Supreme Court, and the people have resorted to frivolous litigation. I hope that somebody in the Supreme Court now steps in and says enough is enough, and goes ahead with whatever punishment is required, which should act as a good deterrence. It is high time that people should be taught not to do X, which cause pain to others, and there should be deterrence for everything. So I think enough is enough. I did not want to speak on this for a very long period of time, as the matter was in the hands of the highest court of the land. But I think it's frivolous litigation and they're wasting their time. So the guilt has been proved and there's no sense in wasting any further time. At the same time, it's a deterrence is very important in this world. Back to the Indian scenario, you find that a good amount that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is talking of closing many of his social media accounts. Now, well, he has been effectively communicating through social media, and I believe he should be continuing. Donald Trump continues to be happy, and he continues to tweet every day or every hour, I would say. I mean, we see him very often. He is now asking Jay Powell to reduce the interest rates in the next Fed meeting. In fact, there's a talk of even an emergency cut in interest rates. As I explained, just cut in interest rates is not going to help solve the coronavirus problem. In the meanwhile, if tonight the central banks of the world decide to adopt a coordinated policy action, then that may lead to a good rise in stock markets across the world. So tomorrow. And I think the chances of such a thing happening are very high. Every time there's a chaos or a catastrophe in the world, the people rush to the central banks and say, "Hey, why don't you cut interest rates?" And they think that's the end of all the troubles. So if that is the case, then good luck. Hope the central banks are able to put some soothing balm on the pain of people who are suffering so much over the last couple of months. As this coronavirus cases seem to be on the increase in countries other than China now. United States has got more than 20 cases. Fresh cases are being reported now from Seattle and other places. So hope this all ebbs down. In the meanwhile, good action of central banks tonight should lead to a good stock market rally tomorrow. So get prepared for it. There may be little pockets of weaknesses, but if you're talking of the Indian Standard Time, 11 to 2:45 tomorrow, you'll see a good rise in stock markets in India. So happy investing and take care. Bye bye.